Boys, I think it's official. We are the best team in the world. No football club in the world right now can chat to Arsenal. Bayern Munich were the only ones that could because they were unbeaten in the beginning of the season. They didn't know how to lose a game. They were smoking teams left, right and centre. Until they came to the Emirates and they learned what real football was. 3-1 at the Emirates. An absolute humiliation ritual. A battering. We pulled them apart like it was nothing. That German team, Elise, Harry Kane, locked up. Masterclasses all around the pitch. Declan Rice, Jurien Timber, Eberechi Eze. So many players worthy of prop. We're going to be going into the game. We're going to be giving our player ratings. We're going to give a deep analysis. We're going to be seeing what other people have been saying about the game and much more. But before we get into that, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 10,000. I think we're 20 away. So hopefully by the time, we look at this tomorrow, we could be on 10,000 subscribers. So I want to say an early thank you because I do have optimism that we will hit it. And let's try and go for 150 likes on this video. Why not? We hit it in the last one. Let's try and do it again. Let's just jump straight into the video. Everyone was going into this game thinking that this was the game of the season. The two best teams in the world going up against each other. It's going to be a mighty clash. There's going to be goals. It's going to be end to end. Well, it was that in the first half, I'd say. Bayern Munich actually gave us a few problems. That Carl kid on the right wing, oh my god, he is one player. 17 years old to be playing like that. He caused us a lot of problems. Arsenal scored the first goal with Jurien Timber from a set piece. We kind of sat back in the beginning of the game. We were on like 20% possession. They were dominating the ball, but I think that's because we let them. I think we were going for a different game plan. But then the second half started and we absolutely ran riot. They got dominated. They couldn't get out of their half. We went into full cruise control. They couldn't breathe. Declan Rice was dropping an absolute masterclass, moving box to box, winning the ball, creating chances, almost scored a world-class goal where he ran from his own half all the way into their half. We were dominating the game, but we weren't getting the goal until we made the substitutions. Mikel Arteta, you have to give him props, brings on Calafiori, brings on Noni Madueke. I mean, Noni Madueke came on a bit earlier, but he shifted him over to the right. Martinelli as a left winger. And then Calafiori, within 1 minute, gets an assist, puts the ball back post for Noni Madueke, who puts the ball in the back of the net. And then after that, I think Bayern lost their head, Arsenal in cruise control. Again, Martinelli gets the ball in transition. Eberechi Eze, this is what he's a specialist in. Putting those balls in behind, maximising Arsenal in transition, plays a beautiful ball over the top. And Martinelli buries it away, making Manuel Neuer look like a bit of a bozo, if I'm being honest with you. But that was such a comfortable 3-1 win. I mean, please can we take a look at these stats? Expected goals, Arsenal 3. Bayern Munich aren't even expected a goal. They got 0.7. This is actually ridiculous. Yes, they dominate in possession, but I think we surrendered a lot of possession in that first half. I think we tried playing for a different play style. And just take a look at the Champions League table. Arsenal are first in the Champions League. We are officially number 1. We are guaranteed through to the knockouts pretty much. It's almost confirmed. I'm honestly a little bit annoyed. We conceded a goal. We could have been flawless. 14-0 we should have been, but fair enough. Bayern Munich got their goal. Honestly, man, this is amazing to see. We're first in the Premier League. We're first in the Champions League. We're dominating teams. They can't get shots on target. They can barely score. What a time it is to be an Arsenal fan. I think EBL points it out clearly. Arsenal's depth is the reason why we will go on to win Premier Leagues, why we will go on to win the Champions League this season, why we are going to win so many silverwares is because of our depth. The fact that we took off Bukayo Saka, Noni Madueke scores a goal. We took off Leandro Trossard. I mean, Trossard got subbed off for Madueke, but Martinelli comes on, he gets a goal. Calafiori comes on, he gets an assist. The depth that we have and the fact that we're having an injury crisis at the same time while we're bringing all these players off the bench, it's ridiculous. And it's the reason why we're able to win games. It's the reason why, like he mentions here, when it goes 60 minutes, you're basically done, because if you don't have a better bench than us, we're just gonna get the goals eventually. We're gonna bring on fresh legs who are actually top quality players. As he says it here, Bayern couldn't live with the re-energizing of the Arsenal team, and we saw it, right? When Martinelli was in behind, they looked tired. They couldn't catch up to him. We had like a new fresh of life that teams like Bayern Munich, teams like Tottenham, they can't do, which is why we're able to just smoke them when it goes past the 60th minute, where teams get tired. Past the 60th minute is where games are won, and Arsenal have the depth to do it. And we have so many more players coming back from injury. Gabriel Jesus is on his way. Odegaard just returned today. Noni Madueke's returned. Martinelli's returned. Kai Havertz when he does. Victor Gyökeres when he comes back. Gabriel Magalhaes when he comes back. It's a joke. I don't think there's a better midfield duo than Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi. Both of them are just taking the Premier League, taking the Champions League by storm, bullying the Bayern Munich midfield, bullying Tottenham, bullying every single midfield they come across. They complement each other so perfectly. Honestly, £150 million well spent on the both of them. Martin Zubimendi, the controller, and he's also got a bit of a creative bag in him as well. You see him creating chances as well as dictating the play. And then you have Declan Rice, the all-action, box-to-box, support Zubimendi. And what I've seen recently, what Mikel Arteta has instilled in this team, is instead of playing with 1-6 as Zubimendi and 2-8s, it's become more of a 4-2-3-1, where we're playing with a double pivot of Declan Rice and Zubimendi, with Eberechi Eze in the 10, so he's not limited to that right hand side, which is why we're seeing the best of Eberechi Eze, because he's having the freedom to drift out onto the left, to drift down to the right, to pick up the ball in central areas. He's got a freedom role because of the tactical tweak, and the reason why we're able to control so many games is the reason why we dominate midfield is because Martin Zubimendi and Declan Rice just have it on lock, man. And honestly, it's hard to say that there's a better midfield duo than them. I mean, speaking of Declan Rice, I think it's about time people actually give him his respect, because I've seen people, they criticize him on the half turn. He's not technically good enough, bro. Bro, behave. Yeah, man of the match against Real Madrid at home, man of the match against Real Madrid away from home, man of the match against Bayern Munich. But what more can you ask of this guy? He is simply world-class, generational, one of the greatest midfielders in the world right now. To argue with your wall, I'm seeing Caicedo comparisons. Yeah, you can say Caicedo can maybe get to Declan Rice's level, but he's just not there yet. In terms of just that box-to-box, that all-action midfielder, being world-class at so many different attributes, is so rare. And Declan Rice, he needs more respect, man, because today he bullied that midfield. A very good midfield, by the way. Pavlovic, Kimmich, and Elise in the 10. He absolutely dominated that alongside Martin Zubimendi. Honestly, man, this guy is so good. You know what I find most insane about this Arsenal run, about Arsenal this season, is the fact that Mikel Arteta has normalised Arsenal playing without a striker and dominating every single one of these big teams, like Manchester City, like Real Madrid last season, this season against Bayern Munich. We're playing with Mikel Merino up top, and yes, he's a very good player, but we're missing 3 of our strikers. Gabriel Jesus, Victor Gyökeres, Kai Havertz, all these big strikers that we have at the club, they're not even playing, and we're dismantling teams, we're dominating teams, we're outscoring them by 4, 3, 4, 5 goals. This is ridiculous. This is why Mikel Arteta needs more respect. This is why Arsenal need more respect. We're missing our captain. We're missing one of our best players in Gabriel Magalhaes. We've had an injury crisis this season. Do you know how many injuries we've had this season? And yet we're still just smoothly just cruising through the Premier League, cruising through the Champions League. We conceded our first goal of the Champions League today, and we still beat Bayern Munich 3-1. They are so good, the best team in the world. They have the best striker in the world, apparently. Michael Elise, one of the best players in the world, right? Upamecano, he's been unbelievable. Kimmich, world-class midfielder. Yet we treated them like they're fodder. We treated them like they're scrubs. And this is, I don't know why this has been normalized. And I think one of the main reasons as to why Arsenal are able to dominate these teams, able to dismantle this Bayern Munich team, dismantle all the other teams that we've been playing this season, the reason why we're able to survive an injury crisis like it's not even happening. We're having a silent injury crisis. No one cares that Ødegaard is injured, that Gabriel Magalhaes is injured, that we're missing all our strikers, that we're playing a midfielder up front, that Bukayo Saka was injured, that Noni Madueke was injured, that Martinelli was injured. No one cares, because Andrea Berta sorted this team. Andrea Berta created a team where there are no excuses, where there is nothing that can get in the way of making us win silverware. The depth is the reason why Arsenal are able to go to Bayern Munich without a striker. Is why we're able to bring on Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli, Martin Ødegaard off the bench after playing a front three of Bukayo Saka, Trossard and Eze. Bro, Andrea Berta, what you've done here is genuinely ridiculous. Bro, no Gabriel Magalhaes, Hincapié is on the bench. That's fine, because we're playing Mascara, who dropped an absolute masterclass. It doesn't make sense what Andrea Berta has done. He's changed my football club. And this is why we're the strongest candidates for winning the Premier League. We're the strongest candidates for winning the Champions League. Teams like Bayern Munich, once it goes past the 60th minute, I mentioned it, once it goes past the 60th minute, They don't have what we have on the bench. It was a 60th minute and we brought on Calafiori, Noni Madueke and Gabriel Martinelli, and they changed the game. They couldn't keep up. And it's the same with every other team. They can't do it. The way we're able to rotate, you know, we have madueke, Ben White on the bench. We can rotate Julian Timber and Calafiori like it's nothing because we have so much quality across the board, which is why I genuinely think Arsenal will not just win one trophy, we're going to win multiple. Another thing I have to appreciate from this club is our aura increase. Can we please take a look at the stadium before going into the game? The other week, we had the amazing tifo that was brought out before the game against Tottenham. Now look at this. This is a war zone. When teams come here, I'd be shitting myself if I was Bayern Munich. Just take a look at the atmosphere, the red, the dominance. It just shows that we're just on another level now. My club has taken us to another level. This is the Arsenal I don't recognize. Usually we were known for being a soft team. Now I'm seeing a really big cultural shift. Me taking a look at these player ratings. Let's give our own player ratings to fix these player ratings. David Raya, I thought he was brilliant in goal. Distribution wise, oh my god, he was pinch perfect. In terms of shot stopping, he didn't really have a chance against the goal, if I'm being honest with you. But everything else, I thought he was actually really good on the ball today. Didn't have much of a challenge, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm going to give David Raya a 7, not a 6.4. That's a bit of a violation. Julian Timber, I thought he was exceptional today, proving why he's one of the best right backs in the world. I was hearing people were saying when I was making combined 11 and I was seeing other people's combined 11 saying that Lima is better than Julian Timber. Are you mad? Julian Timber, in my opinion, I think an 8.1 is fair. Got the goal, defensively solid, linking up play. What more can you ask for? I think both the centre backs, I think I'm going to give Saliba a 7. I'm going to give Mascara an 8. This guy, oh my god. How did we sign him for £13 million? 21 years old. We've thrown him against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, and he's pocketed Harry Kane, who's probably having one of his best seasons in football, in his footballing career so far. Mascara just locked him up like that, and Mascara was also playing on Elise's side. Elise didn't do anything either. So I'm going to give Mascara an 8 out of 10. Madueke, I'm going to have to give this one a 4. I think defensively, he was cool. I think the Carl had a lot of problems for him. We were getting exposed down his side quite a lot, over his left shoulder. When he inverts, he leaves a lot of space behind, which actually was a big problem for us in the first half. And then Calafiori came on, got an assist straight away, locked up the game. So it doesn't look good for Madueke. But then again, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's only played 90 minutes this season. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. I know it's a bit harsh, but I think it's the truth. Martin Zubimendi, world class. What can I say? This guy, I said it in the beginning of the season that he's going to be Arsenal's most important player, the best signing we've made this season, and I think it's proving to be the case. Just controlled the game, so composed, defensively so solid, just wins the ball back, aggressive in his press. You sometimes see him in the number 10, pressing from the number 10 position. Everything Martin Zubimendi does is perfect, and his partner Declan Rice, both of them just work so well together. I'm going to give Martin Zubimendi a 7.5. I'm going to give Declan Rice a 9 out of 10. That was honestly a man of the match performance. Up and down, winning the ball, creating chances, just dominating, set pieces, everything. This guy, I said it in my shorts video and I'll say it again. Once Declan Rice retires as an Arsenal player, once he's collected a few Champions League, a few Premier Leagues, a few FA Cups, Carabao Cups, he'll retire as Arsenal's greatest ever midfielder. Prove me wrong. And it's going to happen. I'm telling you, Declan Rice, unbelievable. He gets a 9 out of 10. Eberechi Eze, I thought he was brilliant today. Could have scored a goal. I wish he scored that chance, man. But in terms of creating chances, collecting ball from deep, pressing, he got the assist for Gabriel Martinelli. I'm going to give Eberechi Eze an 8 out of 10. Same with Bukayo Saka. Got the assist for the first goal. I think he was causing Lima problems. Honestly, a top performance for Bukayo Saka. I know a lot of people are getting onto his goals and assist ratio. Just watch the game. He causes so many problems. He's a brilliant footballer. Leandro Trossard got injured early, so I'm going to rate Noni Madueke instead. I'm going to give Noni Madueke a 7.5 out of 10. I think he got the goal, but other than that, he was good. Not amazing, but good. So he gets 7 out of 10. Marino, I'd also give him a 7 out of 10. I thought he was really impressive today in terms of linking up play. Tried creating a few chances. Was heavily involved in the duels and battles. I thought he was pretty good today. I mean, my God, when you look at this Bayern Munich team, they gave Upamecano a 4.7. This is so dark. Elise 6.8. Harry Kane 6.4. These were the players everyone's putting in their combined 11, saying Arsenal players have no chance of getting into this 11. Bayern Munich are easily the best team. How are you even putting any Arsenal player into this team? Well, you can just take a look at the ratings. They are not as good as you make them out to be. Or no, maybe they are. But Arsenal are just better, and we're clearly seeing it right now. Guys, let me know if you are excited going into this season. We're first in the Premier League. We're first in the Champions League. We've got Chelsea next, which is a really big game. Probably the biggest game of this season. And I know I've said that many times now, but this one genuinely Munich seems like it. Chelsea seem to be our closest competitors for the Premier League. Hopefully we can win that. But yeah, we'll be tuning into that very soon. So make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe. Remember, 150 likes, it means a lot. And thank you for 10,000 subscribers. I don't know if I've got it yet or not. At the time of recording, I don't have it. But if we have hit it, thank you very much. And let me know if you want to see a Q&A. I might do a 10k subscriber Q&A special. So that should be fun.